Hello, I'm Ralph Curtis, and this is Andrew Mendlin, my partner. We're with the Curtis Legal Group, and today we'd like to talk a little bit about trucking accidents. Some of the most serious accidents that we get involved with, both from the standpoint of damages and sometimes even deaths, involve large trucks. And there are a lot of considerations that go into dealing with a case involving a large truck that maybe don't apply in typical auto accidents. So there are a lot of regulations that apply to big rigs, aren't there, Andy?
There sure are. And as Ralph mentioned, it's so important to look at all the parties that may be responsible for an accident involving a big rig. You want to find out if there are anybody that's involved that maybe negligently hired a driver. And the regulations involved with trucking accidents are extensive. There are serious regulations that are imposed upon truckers.
Now, there are limits, aren't there, Andy, to the number of hours that a truck driver is allowed to be behind the wheel? And are they supposed to keep some kind of a log or record to show those hours?
Yeah, there are regulations concerning rest breaks that are imposed upon truck drivers, and they must electronically log their rest breaks into a computer system.
So if we have a case involving a trucking accident, one of the things we would want to look at, I think, would be the logs that the truck driver kept to see if they were perhaps driving too many hours.
It's going to be really important, especially if liability is disputed, if the truck driver is saying one thing happened and the other party that was injured is claiming another thing happened in the accident. If they have two different stories, it's going to be important to see who is credible. So a truck driver's sleep and the amount of rest that a truck driver has taken is going to be important to establish whether that truck driver's story is credible or not.
That's true. Another thing we see in trucking accidents that make them so serious is that when there's an accident involving a truck, such as a big rig and an automobile, frequently the bumper of the truck overrides or goes above the bumper on the automobile.
Yeah, that's why it's important to hire an attorney when you've been hit by a big rig, because it's so complicated and a lawyer has to dig into all the circumstances. Who's responsible? Is the truck driver's story credible? All those matters, as well as the data that the trucks have, such as electronic data recorders and other telematics that are involved here with the trucking system. All those need to be looked at. That's why it's so important to call an attorney. You'll want to call Curtis Legal Group.
So if, unfortunately, you are involved in an accident that involves a big rig or a big truck, or you know somebody that was involved in such an accident, we certainly are happy to talk to you about the facts of your accident and discuss what legally can be done to help you. We're the Curtis Legal Group, 1-800-LAW-3080.
The heavy hitters.